Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm sharing with you Technics' stunning SL-1200GR turntable. This sort of mid-priced turntable is stunning. Coreless drive motor. I mean, that technology is amazing as far as how to manage and maintain the direct drive of a platter without a traditional sort of motor involved. It's amazing. Anyway. So, now obviously look, they do a lesser model and they do a reference model above it, which is absolutely stunning. This is their mid-priced, very, very affordable model, and again, wonderful to be sharing it with you. Technics' packaging is very muted. In fact, their new Technics range is very subtle in classic brown boxes. There's obviously some freight information, but we've got scannable information about the model and serial number on one end. Information about the voltage and other things, and then obviously models on all sides. Opening these is very, very straightforward. It's a simple packing tape to hold it closed, and in a nick, and you finish tearing the box open. In the top section, and what I want to pause and show you, is the packaging and how you would want to either unpack or repack this product should you get the chance. The central area is protected a little bit by a piece of cardboard to remove the potential of that knife drag, but if you nick and tear the tape, you'll get in quick and no risk of dragging the knife across when you purchase. The unit has some accessories off to one side. We'll start with those. There's some sort of medium quality interconnects, red and white for left and right, and there is a additional ground cable. It's separate and it's got crimped on spade terminals. Buried in the bottom is a New Zealand earthed IEC power cord 3-pin, and that's all sort of separated in the packaging with the cardboard sleeve. Okay. Look. The main platter is separated at the very top of the packaging, and it's very, very straightforward to open and get out of the plastic bag. It's an oversized bag, and there is a cover protecting the core of the platter itself. Now this is of course the magnetic part that will sit over the coreless motor drives. So I'll get rid of the cover for now and then very carefully put that off to one side. The next layer is a lot more interesting as we start to dive into the turntable itself. We've got the first one being the lid. This is the Perspex lid, which covers over some of the additional accessories. The lid itself again is in an oversized plastic bag. The lid is then protected with that sort of classic poly paper and is pre-fitted with the spring-loaded hinges. These are screwed in place and will slot into the turntable. And again, as always, hang around for some photographs. I'll get some close-ups. You'll see all of this and I'll sort of put it all together, of course, as well. For the next layer, there is a basic assembly and where to put the power cord and how to take the cover off the things and the interconnects that will go on the underside of the turntable. It's a big envelope, and in the envelope, it's quite heavy, is the rubber mat for the main platter. There's a layer of cardboard which is easily sort of pulled and unclipped out of the road, and it reveals the next layer, as I said, with all of the accessories. There is information, this is the user manual and warranty information, and there is a set of additional screws and nuts for the need, if you need them, to replace the cartridge or fit a cartridge to the head shell. There is just very discreetly hidden away in the polystyrene one of the counterweights for the arm, a larger disc for the 45 adapter. Actually, I don't need that. And then the adjustable counterweight all protected in individual plastic bags. There is a simple peg foot for the purposes of, which I'll find out later actually. There we go. And then the head shell itself. Now this is a classic head shell from Technics with the 4 leads colour coded. They've got gold, tiny little gold crimps on the end, and the cables themselves are excellent. On the head, and again hang around for some close-up photographs. I'll try and get in here. Each is labelled with the colour appropriate, and it's very, very straightforward to fit the cartridge of your choice easily. These head shells are also P-mount or plug and play, and so it's very straightforward should you wish to purchase a pre-fitted cartridge like the VM95E, which has a H variant which comes pre-fitted on the head shell. Now, getting the turntable out at this point is actually really easy. It's supported with large pieces of polystyrene, and so lifting it out of the box, getting rid of that box, is now pretty straightforward. The polystyrene is labelled front and back, and getting it off very, very easy. Like anything of this quality, the polystyrene fits like a glove and has done its job perfectly as far as to preserve this product in transit. Another plastic bag protecting the deck, and it's very, very straightforward to sort of unweight it and then slide that off. Now, looking at the deck, the first thing to be aware of and perhaps remove is a little foam puck, and that is designed to support the arm to ensure that it doesn't rattle around too much in transit. Obviously, if you're repacking it, keep this, but alternatively, if you're going to use it today, it's done its job, you can probably discard it. Before I sort of assemble it and get into it, I want to show you the base. So firstly, this is where the cables and interconnecting are going to be fitted. So here are the left and right outputs and ground, and then here is the IEC plug. And again, hang around for some photographs. I'll try and do my best to get in underneath. The feet are independently suspended. There's 4 of them, and so it's designed to sit under its own weight and give you an opportunity to stop any resonance off the surface. The build is beautiful, and from a fit and finish perspective, this is an absolutely lovely deck. Everything that you touch has a sense of elegance and completeness to it. Some basic assembly before we continue. We'll see very carefully the main platter dropped on over the motor, and again, unlike any other direct drive, this is using a coreless drive system, and it's beautiful. The head shell is very, very straightforward to fit. Simple twist, then the mat. And for the purposes of just kind of completeness, I'll put the counterweight on a rudimentary location. There's the other weights which are available, which can be added should you require the additional weight, which screws in the back. And that allows for much, much heavier cartridges should you need to. Again, hang around for some photographs and you'll see all this in operation. Right, so let's have a look. Well, firstly, like all of the SL-1200 drives, there is the ability to change pitch. Now, that's a very straightforward process for the DJ market. Obviously, they may wish to change the speed, but in our industry, it's a very easy opportunity for us to ensure that it's running completely at 45 and 33. This tracking light, which sits across the front of the unit, and you'll see that raising, and again, hang around for some photographs, is a very simple and easy way of managing the speed and ensuring it's running at exactly the right speed, with the four rows of dots associated with 50 and 60 Hz of 33 and 45s. Lowering it down turns the tracking light off. You've got the ability to reset the pitch and adjust times 2. In the other corner, we've got the basic stop-start that again all of the SL-1200s are renowned for, and the ability to change between 33 and 45. Tapping both simultaneously allows the deck to then play 78s as standard. Now that process is normally a lot more complicated with drive belt based turntables, so it's wonderful to see the opportunity for this to be able to do it at the push of a button. We have a second light on one side that can be turned on and off, and a location for the 45 adapter in the back corner. Looking at the arm for the first time, like most classic Technics turntables, it has a little clip. You'll see that immediately dance up as it's got too much counterweight. A clip and a raiser and lower, as you would expect. It has, the anti-skate is a dial, and then it also has the ability to lock and unlock certain features of it, as well as address the height of the arm should you need to for the purposes of some unusual cartridge. Again, the counterweight, there's an additional counterweight for you when using very, very heavy cartridges, and the ability to adjust in and out for the appropriate tracking force. At the rear we have the large oversized sort of clips for the lid, and that simply slots in. Now, as I lower that, we'll also see for a moment the classic dome that is associated with the Technics turntables, allowing this to be offer much more protection should the arm be in a raised position, and that sort of iconic design is now synonymous with all of the Technics turntables. So there we have this beautiful deck from Technics, the SL-1200GR. Here it is in silver, unboxed here at the listening post in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.